Looks like we've gone live. Just wait and make sure. Looks like YouTube is working. Just wait for Facebook. On this, what a change in the weather, isn't it? Such a change. We're not at summer yet. Don't get too excited. Is Facebook working? Facebook is working. Nice. So good morning, good morning, good morning. So day 2, focusing on yoga for runners, really yoga for legs. So you don't have to be a runner to get the benefits from these little sessions this week. But we're going to start off in a little child pose, if that's comfortable. And I'm going to invite you to take the knees wide and the big toes together. And just sink the hips towards the heels and the chest towards the floor. If that isn't comfortable, come up kind of a little bit higher and just bring a little easeful rock into your body. But wherever you are, just bring some ease in. So if you can relax the shoulders, relax the hands, and then let the shoulders, the spine, feel the whole of the spine, and then all the way into the hips and into the legs. Bring a little heaviness into the body, a little sense of letting go, of softening down. And just see if you can send your breath into the back of your body. Don't overthink it. A nice full breath. And just feel the body soften with the exhale. And we'll take one more breath like that. Okay. And then look towards your hands. We're going to start to stretch the hands forward. If you're on a yoga mat, take them as wide as your yoga mat. Spread your fingers. And really just gently push through the fingertips and then draw the shoulders into the body. So, and then draw the hips away from the shoulders. So just a little bit of a little stretch. You can look towards the hands, you can look down towards the ground, but try and draw the shoulders into the body. And then send the hips back, maybe wriggle the hips a little bit left to right. Find that space. See if you can draw the ribs in, find a little bit more space into the spine. And then really push through the hands, lift yourself up to hands and knees. We'll step the knees underneath the hips, so a little gap between the legs. And have the wrists roughly underneath the shoulders, maybe a little bit in front. And then just some cat-cow movement just to continue bringing that space into the spine. So push away from the ground. See if you can draw your hips underneath you as if they were going to come and touch the ribs. Chin to the chest as you breathe out. And as you breathe in, drop the belly and look forwards. So just moving through that undulation. Bringing space into the spine. So I think, obviously with running, there's a lot of focus on the legs, obviously. But if you can create lightness in your spine, you're going to create lightness in your running as well. So just finding that space. And also bringing a stretch into the shoulders so that as you run, they're not all scrunched up around your ears. Okay, next time you drop the belly, look forward. So just going to hold it there. See if you can kind of, it's a bit personal, spread your butt cheeks a little bit. See if you can really relax the sitting bones. And bring your chest through. Can you spread the collarbones? Push into the index finger knuckle, into the thumb. And then push away, round away. Take an extra breath here. See if you can find a bit more space in the back of the body. And then come to a neutral spine. We're going to extend the right leg out behind you, toes to the ground. You can come up onto your fingertips if your wrists are starting to hurt. Or make knuckles with the hands as well. It's a nice little alternative. But right toes pushing into the ground, a little rock if you've got tight calf muscles. Just exploring it and not forcing either. So just this kind of gentle awakening of the muscles. We're going to float that leg up behind you, toes to the ground. A little drawing in of the ribs, so nice long spine. The toes are dialing down. They've fallen off YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook. Pushing through the heel, lengthening through. And then draw that knee under as if you were going to kiss it. So if you can squeeze the thigh up as high as possible and then reach it back out behind you. So just take a couple of those. Using that cat-cow movement here. So keep that movement coming into the spine. Okay, and then next time the leg extends out behind you, we're going to bend the back leg, point the toes up towards the ceiling, and just a little pulsation. This is one of my favorite. It's not my favorite. The most effective, I would say. Most effective way of bringing some heat into the back of the legs. And that's just going to encourage the legs to stretch a little bit more. So nourishing the thigh, the hamstrings. Okay, hold the leg up. See if you can look forwards. And then we're going to draw that knee underneath you once more. And then step it forwards between the hands and then bring the hands up off the ground. Just give the wrists a little rotation. Okay, so hands are on the front thigh. We've got front knee over the front ankle. We've got quite a long stance here. So if you can spread your collarbones, look up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulder blades drop down the back of the body. Nice little back bend, think cat-cow, but lift up. So try not to dump down. See if you can lengthen your lower back here, lengthen the waist. And we're just getting a really nice stretch right into this front, your left hip crease. I forgot what it was there. Think of an arch from your knee, even from your foot, all the way up to the crown of your head. Take a nice big breath. And as you breathe out, bring your fingertips down to the ground. We're going to straighten the front leg. Ooh, draw the toes in. My legs are really tight at the moment. Lots of digging on my allotment. So just be mindful. We don't want to overstretch, cause yourself an injury. So keep a little bend into the knees, drawing the toes in. And the focus here is to bring your belly towards your thigh. Rather than, notice if you're here and all rounded, see if you can lengthen the waist, lengthen the lower back. You're going to feel it much more in the right places. See if you can relax your shoulders. Take a nice steady breath. And then as you breathe out, roll it forwards. And step this foot back, straighten the leg back out behind you, toes to the ground. And then switch. So left toes to the ground. Push away, don't collapse down. Ribs engaged, just full body engagement. Shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you're rocking here. Maybe you're rocking side to side. See what feels best in your leg. So just feeling this in the calf muscle, maybe somewhere else. And then float that leg up off the ground. Toes are dug down to the ground. Ribs are hugging in. Push away from the ground. Nice long line in your body. Okay. And then we're going to breathe out as you bring the knee under. If you're going to kiss it, breathing in to extend. So you can round the spine as the knee comes under. A little drop of the belly as you breathe in. So let's take a couple more. Nice, steady, slow breath. Okay, next time the leg extends out behind you, we're going to bend that knee, the little pulsations. So notice where you start to feel the heat. Where does it pour in? Maybe it's your bum. Maybe it's the front of the thigh. Maybe it's the back. Just observing. Okay, and see if you can hold it up, look forwards. And then we'll draw that knee underneath you, step it through, and bring your hands up onto that front thigh. So make sure you've got a nice gap, back knee to front heel, and make sure this knee is above the ankle. Don't overstretch the knee. So again, so this time, focusing on the right side of the body. Can you create space in your lower back? Can you spread the collarbones, maybe lift the gaze? Think of a lovely C curve in the back of your body. Try not to squash the lower back, so lifting up out of the lower back and maybe letting that right hip come forwards just a bit. Taking a nice big breath. Relax your shoulders with the exhale. Take one more. And as you breathe out, bring the hands down either side of the front foot. And we're going to straighten the front leg, draw the toes in towards the body. So the further away, the closer your hands are towards your foot, the more intense the stretch. The closer the hands are to your body, the less intense. But wherever you are, it's this drawing the tummy towards the thigh. And maybe just drawing that left hip in a little bit. Notice if it's rolled forwards. But don't overstretch. If it's intense, ease off. You just need to do this more often. So just treating your body with respect, with kindness. Let's take one more breath, see what you can soften. And then roll it forwards, step this front foot back, bring the toes to the ground. And then tuck your right toes as well, push it away from the ground into plank. And then just a little bit of Joe Wicks, I think. We're going to bend one knee, straighten the other. But we'll keep the toes on the ground. So just again, bringing that heat in, pushing through your knuckles, push through your fingertips to dump down into your wrists. Okay, and then straighten both legs, lift your hips up, send the hips back, maybe walk the feet in just a little bit for a downward dog. Draw the shoulders into your body, find the stretch in your armpit and then take the hips away from the armpits. So nice stretch, keep that space in your spine, and then a little bending and straightening of the legs here. Ooh. And then when you're ready, walk your feet towards your hands towards your feet. Take a hold of the elbows, just have a little dangle, a little sway, knees are bent. And then we'll release the hands towards the ground. Bend your knees generously, have a weight in your hips, chin to the chest, and roll your spine up, but keep the weight into the hips as you come all the way up to standing. Ooh, give the shoulders a roll. Give the legs a little shake and feel your feet on the ground and feel this length all the way up through the crown of your head. We'll take the arms out wide, take them up to the sky, and as you breathe out, bring the hands to your heart. Bring a smile to your lips. A bow to the head, bow to the head, a bow to the body. It's the exhilaration of standing up has gone to my head. Have a lovely day. Take something positive with you into the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you on YouTube. And thank you on